Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup, something dirty.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Man Takes Shoes Out of Box, the episode where you get to sit there and watch me take some shoes out of a box and tell you what I think of them. Today we are talking about these, the Asics GT2160 JJJJJJJJOUND collab.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup, something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the.
These dropped on the JOUND website October the 31st. They also came out on the Asics website on November the 2nd. And if you're a very small size, there are still one or two pairs sitting on the Asics website as I speak to you now. There were 3 different colorways. You have this all black colorway, and then you have this white and gray colorway that we're going to talk about today. And then there was also a sort of inverted colorway as well that I think released exclusively through the JOUND website. Now, I already know what some of you smartasses out there are going to want to say. You're going to want to point to the fact that I make a lot of content clowning JOUND online, and yet here I am buying a pair of his sneakers and doing a review on them. And what I want to say to you guys is shut up. No one cares. But on the real though, I do make a lot of content clowning on JOUND collabs simply because some of his collabs are so minimal. They're so low effort, it seems, that the sneaker looks like it's barely gotten out of the design ideation process. This particular collab on the GT2160 is the second collab between JOUND and Asics. You guys might remember back in 2022, they teamed up to do a couple of colorways on the Gel Kayano 14, which are now in the resale market for crazy money. You could almost, I want to say almost, partially credit JOUND with helping to spark this current Y2K metallic mesh runner trend that we are currently right in the midst of. I actually came up on this pair through the JOUND websites. It was a very suspiciously easy cop, and I'm delighted to say that these have shipped to me without any customs fees. I did even actually come up on the inverted pair as well, which I'm still waiting to have delivered and was actually expecting to receive first. These kind of arrived to me today a little bit out of nowhere, so I figured, well, I've got them in hand now, I might as well give you guys my thoughts. The price was £145. Right, so let's get into the packaging. It's a pretty simple box. It's just a black box. It's got some JOUND co-branding on it. It fits the shoes inside of it. The edges are sharp. The dimensions are fantastic. It's just a fine box. In terms of the sneakers, you have a predominantly white and grayscale colorway contrasted with a little bit of, what is it, safety green, I think they're calling it? I mean, the box just says white and black, but on the website it's called safety yellow, also known as Vault Accents. And if you were to strip away the JOUND co-branding as well as the safety yellow or the Vault touches, these would look like basically any other GR GT2160 on the Asics website. But you see, this is where the brilliance of JOUND is arguably present, because his sneaker collaborations tends to ride the line between being lazy and perfectly minimalistic. In terms of the materials, look, it's the tried and tested mesh runner at this point. You've got a combination of this synthetic mesh material that does seem to be a little bit more elevated compared to your normal standard Asics mesh runners. The texture, the aesthetic, it just has a slightly elevated feel about it. The synthetic overlays appear in a few different colors. You've got some whites, as well as some black, as well as some dark gray and some light gray. And they have a sort of weave pattern about them where they almost look a little bit carbon fibery in certain lights. Padded mesh tongue with the Asics logo. You've got the Asics logo on the side. The JOUND co-branding is pretty minimalistic, to be fair. You really just get the JOUND logo in black over the top of the rear safety yellow heel tab. The same safety yellow occurs on the Asics label on the tongue and also on the insole. In terms of the fits and the comforts, these fit true to size, and if you're not familiar with the Asics GT2160 for comfort, bro, acclimatize yourself, acquaint yourself. These are ridiculously comfortable. I have another pair of GT2160s, the Earls collection collab from much earlier in the year around March, and this has been one of my favorite sneakers to drop the entire year, but it's also one of my favorite sneakers to wear casually because these are comfy off the rip. You can use these for running, you can use these for walking, you can use these for just kicking about, and they are absolutely fantastic comfort wise. Now the resale on these is pretty low at the moment, so if you wanted to get your hands on your first JOUND collab, unlike some of the other collabs he's done with New Balance or Asics in the past, these aren't going for that crazy a price. In fact, you could probably find some pairs out there for right around retail. Me personally, I really like them. I'm into this Y2K 2010s mesh runner trend. It's awesome to be in the midst of a trend that's actually genuinely comfortable. Whenever I'm digging around for a pair of sneakers to wear these days casually, more often than not, I'm reaching for a sneaker like this. And so I really like these. I think they are super simple, really clean, really easy to wear and match up. And whilst I haven't decided yet whether or not this is my favorite pair out of the pack released because I'm still waiting on the inverted pair, I do like these, man. These are pretty much going straight to the toe. So good job to JOUND. Another nice, simple, low-key collab, and it's good to see these out there for a reasonable price in the resale market. What do you guys think about these? Are you feeling these? Are you into the mesh runner trend? Or do you think these are too low-key, not enough going on, not enough excitement about them? Feel free to sound off down below and let me know your thoughts. And as always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Give it a like before you bounce, and I will see you on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.
Beginnings on the cusp, not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, moved G. Anything to get a buck.